We'll bring in Jim Jordan. Of course, he is head of the House Judiciary Committee. Chairman Jordan, I wanted to play this for you. Good to see you.
Yep,
we just heard from Millie and we just heard from Mackenzie. And on my way here, I remembered an interview with George Stephanopoulos where Joe Biden said this. Watch this.
Your top military advisors warned against withdrawing on this timeline. They wanted you to keep about 2,500 troops.
No, they didn't. It was split. That wasn't true. That wasn't true.
They didn't tell you that they wanted troops to stay?
No, not in terms of whether we were going to get out in a time frame, all troops. They didn't argue against that. No one said that to me that I can recall.
You know, I thought he was lying at the time, but now that we hear this her audio, is there a chance he didn't recall what generals told him? And we had 13 families who lost loved ones that day.
Yeah, I think there's a real chance. And Kayleigh, I appreciate your summary because one of those 13 individuals was from our state, my old 4th Congressional District before it was changed, Max Subiak, amazing young man. So you highlighted the real world implications and consequences of this situation. But frankly, the thing I take away from it all is we shouldn't be surprised. Remember, the left has lied to us about everything. They lied to us about Benghazi. They lied to us about Russian collusion. They lied to us about parents at school board meetings. They lied to us about pro-life Catholics. They lied to us about COVID. They lied to us about the Hunter Biden laptop. We shouldn't be surprised that they were lying to us about the mental state of the commander-in-chief. But as you rightly point out, when you have that situation, bad things happen, and maybe they happen because of that. We will never probably know for sure, but it certainly makes you wonder.
You know, Congressman Jordan, as I was listening to those audio tapes on Friday night, I was thinking to myself about how I've been asking since December, since before President Trump became President Trump for the second time. How can we get answers? How can we hold these people accountable? And I thought to myself, who is the best person that I know that has gotten answers on the Hill? And your name came right to mind. And I'm wondering, how do you think can we get answers from Karine Jean-Pierre, from Ian Sams, from Kamala Harris, the people who lied to us?
Well, yeah, and Ricchetti and Blinken and all these other folks, because remember, it was that group of people who put together, orchestrated, were the catalyst for the whole 51 intel officials who lied to us about that as well. So, I mean, yeah, we're looking at that. We had letters prepared, I think, a year and a half ago when we were trying to get the her tapes. We're going to go back and look at those and see if we need to proceed with some kind of investigation. And we're also going to talk with Chairman Comer, which this probably more rightly fits in oversight, but we've worked together on a lot of things. So we'll look at all that. But frankly, again, we shouldn't be surprised at what they're saying now, what they're coming out and admitting to now. Because they've lied to us about everything. And that's the frustrating part, because they're supposed to serve we the people, not weaponize the government against us, not lie to us. They're supposed to be square with us when you're in high positions, important positions, certainly when you're working for the President of the United States.
You know, last question. I realize James Comer at Oversight, this is more appropriate, but just in your opinion, as someone who's a chair of a relevant committee, Kamala Harris, wrong on the facts is what she said about her. Sam said gratuitous and inappropriate. Karine Jean-Pierre, her doesn't live in reality. You think subpoenas might be necessary for some of these people to get them into the halls of Congress?
Yeah, it may be, and we may go there, but I also think if we get some of these folks in, that they're likely to take, exercise this was executive privilege. This is privileged conversations. We see that from time to time. So we'll just have to see. But again, I also go back to the underlying situation. We got the transcript, but we always wanted the audio tapes too, and they said no. I think they waived it. I think when they gave us the transcript, they actually waived it. But no, the White House counsel said Garland didn't have to turn that over to us. So we gotta pursue this. I think we just got to figure out exactly the right way to do it.
Yep. Well, keep fighting, keep holding them accountable. Thank you so much, Chairman Jim Jordan.
You. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.